Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video, we'll be having a look at the POCO X Pro Max and the POCO X8 Pro smartphones. And guys, I also got this special edition of this X8 Pro, so we'll also have a look at it. The packaging is very interesting, but I'll spend a lot more time on the Max because this is the one that I actually have been testing a lot more in the past 2 days, because this one comes with a 9000 milliamp hour battery. Yes, 9000 milliamp hour battery, and I thought this will be a heavy brick, unusable or something like that, but I'm surprised that it weighs just 220 grams. And if you just give this phone to anyone, they will never believe that it has a 9000 milliamp hour battery. In fact, the processor is also very good. It's the new MediaTek 9500S processor. This is this actually special edition, guys. This is a special edition version. Let me quickly actually show you the box, because the box looks very interesting on this one. As you can see, it just says over here POCO X8 Pro Iron Man edition. So you can actually open it up like this. And here again we have a case. If you open it up, I have taken out the case. In fact, the case is very good. This is the case. In fact, I'll show you the case. It looks very nice, very premium actually case. And here again we have the some branding and stuff, Iron Man and all these things if you're a fan. And here was the phone and the USB cable. One strange thing is that on this box we didn't get the charger, but in the regular box we get a 100-watt charger. So yeah, this is what it is. I'll keep the box aside, it's too big, but let me actually show you this. This is the case that you get, and again it's a very high quality case. Inside also it's like soft touch, and you have that Iron Man logo over here. So this looks very nice. And this is the special edition device itself. From the back actually it looks very different. It looks like it's embossed, or it comes out like 3D effect, but again it's a paint job, I would say, over here. So it looks very different. And in fact, from the internals also, here we have this Iron Man theme throughout the device. Of course you can change it if you want, but if you're buying it, you will have this. So this is the special edition that we are getting. In terms of specs, is the same as the X8 Pro, no change or something, but this will be on the higher RAM variant, that is 12 gigabytes of RAM. Let me quickly now, I'll just put this to the side. And also again, this has the different processor. So as this has the Dimensity 8500 Ultra, again in terms of benchmarks, again this is, I would say this is the smaller brother to this Pro Max. For example, I ran Geekbench, and this is the score that you got. And on the Pro Max, as you can see, so yeah, significantly faster. But again, this regular Pro is also not a slouch. The performance on this is also pretty good. If you don't want the fastest processor or something like that, you can definitely go with this one. And also in terms of screen size, this is having a 6.59 inch. And apart from that, again the maximum storage that you can get on the Pro is 256 gigabytes, whereas on this Max you get 256 and 512 gigabytes of storage. Also RAM, the base variant of this one, the X8 Pro, will come with 8 gigabytes of RAM, whereas the Max is 12 gigabytes of RAM. And also one small thing is that though this is having an in-display fingerprint scanner, again no issues whatsoever. And also like the build quality, that is not anything to scoff about. But yeah, this one Pro Max comes with ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. So let's have a look at this one, because as I've told you, I tested this one a lot more. In fact, let me talk about the pricing of this X8 Pro. The X8 Pro, the base variant starts at 32,999. That's almost 33,000. But as of now, they're running a bank offer for 3,000 rupees off on all models. So it will work out to 29,999. That's almost 30,000. So that's what it is regarding the pricing. And that 3,000 rupees off for discount is also applicable on this one bank offer. And this one, the Pro Max starts at 43,000, but with that discount again comes down to that 33,999. One good thing that I noticed is across both the models, this is actually common. I like that they didn't differentiate here. The screen quality is actually very good on both of them. Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, all of that stuff is there on both of them. And both of them are actually having Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 6, and even NFC is there. And apart from that, both of them are IP 68 and 69 rated. So So that is sort of common. So let's come to this one. And the first thing that I liked about this one, again, this is having a bigger size screen, 6.8 inch screen that you have. Again, this is also AMOLED, and again 120 hertz adaptive refresh, but the screen quality is again very good on this one, both of them I would say. And this is having actually Dolby Vision, HDR, and all those things. And again, if you notice the bezels also, the bezels are thin and actually uniform, so actually looks very good. In fact, the quality of the screen that they have put on this one, in fact, this is actually a 12-bit panel, that is 10-bit plus 2. So again, they are putting actually a good panel on both the devices. That's also something that I noticed. And again, in UI and everything, very smooth that you're getting. I've actually forced it to 120 hertz as of now, but I like the screen quality. As I've told you, even in outdoor sun, I was using this phone and it has a HBM that of about 2000 nits. So again, even in outdoor sun, it's easily visible. In fact, peak HDR they claim 3500 nits, but apart from that, as they say, it is having Dolby Vision, HDR, and all this. I checked with Netflix because, and as you can see in the playback specification, Dolby Vision is supported and even HDR 10 plus is supported. So this is actually a nice thing. And if you notice the RAM management, I had opened this one last night. I was just testing it out, and again, it keeps apps in the RAM. So RAM management is also actually good on this smartphone. So they have tuned it actually well. The POCO team, what they have done, again, this is that what do you say, if you go on Android 16 out of the box, if I go to about the phone, you'll get an idea. Let me actually show you. As you can see, but again, regarding what do you say, Android updates and all those things, HyperOS, of course it has Android updates. They are promising next 4 years of Android upgrades and 6 years of security updates. That's the same even for this X8 Pro. So HyperOS 3 version that we are getting. Again, if you use any Xiaomi device, very familiar. And overall, I would say in terms of the UI and everything, I did not notice any jankiness or anything. It's done well. But the biggest surprise personally for me is I just can't believe that this is a 9000 milliamp hour phone and it does not weigh like a brick. Technically it weighs 220 grams. So that way I would say they have done a good job. In fact, in terms of build also, the build quality is good. It is metallic, so everything is nice. Coming to the rear cameras, both of them are actually very similar, but again the sensor is slightly different. First let's talk about the X8 Pro. This is actually having a 50 megapixel camera. This is Sony IMX882 with f1.5 aperture, and ultra wide is 8 megapixel and front facing is 20 megapixel. That's the same even on this one. This front camera is what, 20 megapixel. This ultra wide is 8 megapixel, but the main camera is actually pretty good. 50 megapixel light fusion 600. In fact, I was very surprised with the camera performance because I did not frankly expect anything much from the camera, because this is a performance centric smartphone or something, but I was surprised with the camera. I'll show you samples later on. Of course, in terms of battery life, the battery life is excellent on this phone. 2 days plus, even can pull up to 3 days. But again, I couldn't completely test it because I just got it about 2 days ago, as I've told you. One thing I don't like with this HyperOS is that though this is having this insane, what do you say, battery, 9000 milliamp hour battery on this one, if I go to the battery stats, it still does not show us the SOT values. This phone will get insane SOT values, 12 hours, 14 hours or something like that. But why can't they show you the SOT values? So the battery life is actually very good. And also the good thing is that you get a 100-watt charger in the box. One thing I completely forgot, also you do get, what do you say, a case in the box. This is the case that you get with this one. And this is actually a very nice quality case that is soft touch rubber. So here also they didn't cheap out or something like that, but it's good quality case that they are giving. Another thing that I noticed is that both these phones actually do have IR blaster, and I tested it. I configured it with my Atomberg fan and I tested it. It actually works. IR blaster is here on this one. And apart from that, again, as it's a POCO based phone, yes, there were some extra apps pre-installed. For example, if I go to more apps, these were the extra apps. But again, Amazon, I personally actually install on every phone, so I don't see that as a problem. But yeah, you have this game and also in some of the other games that were actually pre-installed. Apart from that, typical, what do you say, system apps and all those things that you are getting. Let's see if we can uninstall this extra app. delete. Yeah, so yes, those apps are there. There's some of those extra apps, but you can sort of uninstall them. And now with all the new, what do you say, POCO phones and even Xiaomi phones, we are, instead of that Gets app, we are also getting this Indus App Store on this one. This is, I believe, India based app store that you are getting. And in fact, in terms of this, what do you say, ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, as you can see, super responsive. So again, don't have any problem. In fact, in terms of the build quality, I would say they have done actually a good job on this phone. And also the raw performance of this MediaTek Dimensity 9500S is actually very good, as you can see from this Geekbench scores. It's not as high as the Dimensity 9500, but almost all the phones of that are coming with the MediaTek Dimensity 9500 cost 80,000, 90,000, and some of them even cost a lakh. So the kind of performance that you're getting for this price point, I feel again POCO has done a very good job. In fact, the optimizations that they have done is actually very well on this phone. In fact, I was using the phone even in outdoor sun or something and it did not get very hot or something. One again, a small thing that I noticed on this, again, that small accent also is there. Again, this is a gaming centric smartphone. I just played Call of Duty on this one and it played fine at the highest setting. But again, guys, if you want to know more about gaming, you know, I'm not super hardcore gamer, check out some other channels. They have done a lot of gaming on this phone. Again, for gaming also, it's very good. One more small thing that I noticed is that the speakers are insanely loud on this one. So great for multimedia because it does support that Dolby Vision, and even the sound quality was good. Let's just go to this copyright free song. And you can go up to 400% also. It was very loud. This is 200. This is at 100%. Let me just increase it to 200%. And it's good. You don't have to worry about the sound quality on this one. Again, we also have this sort of a dynamic island. We are playing videos, etc. that shows over here. You can just click this and just go back and all this. Good for if you're just playing music and you can play it in the background and stuff like that. And apart from that, we also do get NFC. And again, as you can see, this is that Dolby Atmos. You can enable it or disable. Again, in terms of UI, I have no issues. It's very fluid that they are doing. Another small thing, I was a little bit curious about this one because this is having that massive 9000 milliamp hour battery. And does it work like a power bank? And yes, it does that. I did test it. For example, if you have a USB cable, you can attach this. And let me attach. This is my iPhone, and I forgot to charge it this morning. It's just at 35%. Let me just put this, and here you can just go ahead, connect it to, and you can enable this reverse charging and just enable it now. As you can see, my iPhone has started charging. So again, as this is having this massive battery, you can actually reverse charge other smartphones with this one. So nice to see that option that they have given. And reverse charging up to 27 watts is supported on this device. Coming to the glass protection, it's Corning Gorilla Glass 7i that we have. In fact, guys, for this X8 Pro Max, here are all the specs, and as you can see, almost every spec that you want is there on this device. So that way, I would say not a lot of corners are cut on this, considering the price point. Yes, it does not have a telephoto lens, but again, apart from that, it has everything. And in fact, it's just about 2 days, so I can't give a verdict, but the initial impressions they are actually pretty good on this one. Now, I don't want to drag this video a lot more because this is just an overview. Let me also actually show you the camera interface and the camera samples. By default, again, as you can see, this, let me just bring some. This is the camera interface, and we have this 1x. 2x is digital, but the quality that I'm getting on 2x is actually very good. And this is ultra wide. Ultra wide is actually pretty wide, and I was not expecting that much with the ultra wide, considering it's 8 megapixel, but the results that I got in outdoor situations were actually good. So let me show you the camera samples that I got with this smartphone. Some pics shot outdoors, and as it has a very wide aperture 1.5x, even without the portrait mode, you can get shots like this very easily. This was taken at 1x. This is actually 2x digital zoom, but the detail is very good, and this was actually ultra wide. One more example, this was taken at 1x, has a lot of detail. This is actually the ultra wide. One more example, this was taken at 1x, and this was actually ultra wide. The color reproduction is also actually very good, and this is actually 2x digital zoom. This was shot in artificial lighting with the main lens, and this was actually ultra wide. These were actually shot in actually pretty low lighting conditions, and these are some more samples I shot in my house. And this was actually ultra wide. This was taken in my office in artificial lighting, and this was with the ultra wide. Now moving to human skin tones, those are also produced well, as you can see, and this is in the portrait mode. You can also zoom in the portrait mode. This is portrait mode 2x zoom, and again these are taken with the selfies, and by default selfie skin smoothing is there, but you can disable it very easily. And these were in the portrait bokeh mode, and you can also adjust the amount of background blur that you want with the bokeh mode. Recording this video with the rear facing camera, and I've actually kept it at 4K. 4K 60 FPS is also supported, but this is 4K 30 FPS. But one thing to note is that if you keep it on 4K, then the ultra wide option goes away. If you want to switch between ultra wide and this 1x, then you have to put it at 1080p. I'm walking around to give you an idea how is the stabilization, and the grass is very uneven, it's not cut. And let's just climb over those stairs. Let's see the dynamic range. Here at shadowed area, and directly it's very sunny. So at least in the preview it's able to very quickly handle this updraft lighting. Let's climb the stairs to see how's the stabilization. So I've just climbed the stairs, and the audio is also being recorded via its internal microphone. So this is a quick sample recorded at 4K 30 FPS. Now guys, I'm recording with the front facing camera, and for some reason the front facing camera is restricted to max of 1080p 30 FPS or 60 FPS, but 4K option is not there. I'm recording this one at 1080p at 30 FPS, and against the light, the sun is over there. Just wanted to see how it does like this, and let me just face the lighting. The sun is over there. So this is a quick sample recorded with the front facing camera. So guys, this is the POCO X8 Pro Max and the POCO X8 Pro. What do you guys think about the same? Do let me know in the comment section below. These are sold on Flipkart, so I leave the link in the description. So anyways guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care guys.